Hi everyone, it's Jody, and today we are going to be jumping into doing our weekly energy card reading for the week of October 20th, 2024. October 17th, we had the super full moon in the sign of Aries, and it brought up a lot of intense energies, especially around wounds that you have from past traumas, from past betrayals, from past relationships, or anything in the past, or any situation in the past where you didn't learn the lesson and you are continuing to repeat a cycle again and again, because we want for you to finally learn the lesson so that you can move away from it and move on. It's like an ending of a major chapter in your life. And in order for you to move forward to whatever is coming towards you, which is so much better than what you experienced in the past, you have to let go of the past. The past could be past clutter, past relationships that betrayed you or hurt you or just caused you toxicity, feelings of emotional upheaval. It could be just small things that you acted a certain way in situations or were reactive in certain situations, and you are emotionally maturing, so you don't want to act that way anymore. You've noticed, you've been aware of how you behave, and you want to just move away from acting that way. You want to grow, you want to have a glow up. And so this full moon was intense, especially if you are in the process of doing the healing, and potentially if you have Aries in a very important part of your chart, like your sun, your moon, or your rising. In some cases, it caused people to create in their bodies, in their physical bodies, dis-ease. Dis-ease, disease, illness, is when your body, your physical body, is basically manifested from an emotional issue that you have not dealt with. It could be something going on in the throat. It could be something going on congestion-wise. It could be headaches. It could be fatigue. It could be so many different things. What I want you to realize is we are ascending. The whole entire collective is ascending. The earth is ascending. We are being asked to come back to who we were naturally, who we were at our purest state when we were born, when the Creator created us. We came onto this earth, and then society got in the way. And as we have seen, society has been dark in many aspects. And the truths of all of that have been revealed to us so much more this year than ever before. This year is an 8-year numerology for the universe. So there is great abundance with the number 8. However, abundance can be seeing the truth in situations where you had a blind eye, where you wore rose-colored glasses, where you didn't want to see the truth, or where you just couldn't see the truth. Next year is a 9-year. This will be the completion of a cycle. This will be endings. And then in 2026, we're going to see a great change in our world. That, of course, is also going to show up in your personal lives. And then remember, each one of us has our own personal year number, which could be different than the universal year. And that will make it clearer for you to see what is going to be going on in your life on that year. But back to that full moon in Aries, it was intense. We are really being asked to get out in nature and to acknowledge our natural state. We are energetic beings. We have always been energetic beings. We are not just physical beings. When something's going on in your physical body, that's God's way of helping you to, like a red flag, to say something's going on in your emotional body. If you look at society, the focus is on the physical body. The focus is on the mental body. The focus is not on the energetic or the chakra system or the emotional body as it should be. And it is time for us to really begin or continue to heal that part of us. So if you're listening to this and there's someone in your life who is open to understanding that you are not just a physical being, and it is time for you to step into healing the other bodies within your humanness, please share this with them. Today is October 20th, and today there is a grand cardinal square going on in the planets. And so it is affecting the cardinal signs, Libra, Aries, Capricorn, and Cancer. So if you are one of those 4 cardinal signs, if that is your sun sign, if that is your moon sign, if that is your rising sign, it is most likely affecting you more than someone that does not have those signs in their chart in those capacities. Especially, now we're getting technical, but if you're at 20 to 29 degrees in that sign. So basically, there's a lot going on. You are being asked to look at how you handle your emotions. Look at, in the past, I just want you to take a reflective look back in the past and think about how you handled certain situations or certain relationships when the give and take was unbalanced. Essentially, more than likely, if you're listening to this, you were giving a lot more than you were taking. And the people that you were giving to did not give equally in return. And you're being asked to step finally away from this clutter, which is the past hurts of the people or the situations that weren't caring for you, taking good care of you like you were taking good care of them. What was pulling your energy away, or what was pulling your energy down, and it wasn't equally reciprocated when you needed some help or some support? You're really being asked to look at that because it is time to step away from those people, situations, relationships, traumas, and wounds at this time. A square is like, think of like, I want to say almost like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, the word that I'm hearing literally is catastrophe. I really don't want to use that word, but upheaval. Let's look at it as upheaval. So when a square happens, there's some sort of like upheaval, but that upheaval is happening for you to see something that you didn't see before, or that you weren't really fully seeing. And by this happening, now you can see clearer. When you have a grand square, when 2 squares are coming together or opposing each other, it's even more of a challenge. Now, if you're not going through a lot, great, and don't worry about it. I'm glad. But there are a lot of people that are experiencing this right now, and I just want you to know you're not alone, because a lot of us are going through this at this time. But know that it's for you, not to you, because it is happening for you to see something that you might have seen it before, you might have seen it many times, but it's either at another level, finally at a level where you could see it and put it to bed, or it's happening one final time for you to nip it in the bud and move away from it because it's totally not serving you at all. I want to pull 3 cards now, and I want you to decide which card you want to go with. I'm going to pull them one at a time, okay? So we're going to start with card number 1. So if you want card number 1, this is your card. Card number 1 is success, and the number 2. And the herb is peppermint. So if for some reason you would like to zone in on the herb, maybe drink peppermint tea, put peppermint in your water, that would be a great thing to do. But let's focus on this word success and this number 20. The number 20 reduces down to the number 2, which is all about balance, give and take, as we just discussed. Equal give and take. Hopefully, by listening to the first part of this message, you have said, as you are listening, you're right. I give way much more to this person than they give to me. I need to stop doing that. I enable them too much. I am not going to do that to myself anymore. I'm always giving to everybody else. I'm always doing for everybody else. But when it comes to me, I put myself on the back burner. I'm not doing that anymore. I am done. I'm not doing that anymore. Well, guess what? That's a success in your life. It's like a milestone. You finally got it. Hooray, you finally got it. You're finally not going to do that to yourself anymore. You're finally going to put yourself first. You know, in some cases, we don't even realize we're doing it. We just do it because that's our way of showing love. But there's a fine line between showing love and then being taken advantage of. Because if you are continuing to do for people and they are not doing in return for you, and they keep asking you on top of not doing for you, that's when they have stepped over the line. The boundary has been crossed. It's time to get stronger boundaries, and it's time for you to have this final realization to say, no more, I'm not doing this. That's successful. So if you chose card number 1, this is your card. Card number 2. If you want card number 2, this is going to be your card. You have 2. Continuance and courage. We have the number 13, which is 4, with the time, if you want to use some time in your cooking. We have the number 26, which is 8. We just talked about 8. And this is the apple. Now, the thing that I'm seeing here is the sword and continuance and courage. So, first of all, to do what we're talking about in this message today takes courage. Not everybody is going to be able to do it. Not everybody is going to step away. Maybe some people just don't feel that they are strong enough to do it. We want you to continue on this journey and have the courage to stand up for yourself. Have the courage to walk forward and do what is best for you. Planting the seeds that you need to plant in the situations to help you. But at the end of the day, you have to keep going, because this is part of the legacy of your ancestors. That's why you have been called to do this. You are the person in your family lineage that has been called, because many before you have been in similar yet different situations. And at the end of the day, they couldn't walk away. They couldn't step away. They couldn't stop. Whatever the case may be in your specific personal situation. But it's in your DNA and it's in your legacy. And you are the one that is being asked to continue the process and have the courage to finally say, enough is enough. I am cutting away all of this people pleasing. People pleasing is a big one, actually, for this time of the grand cardinal square, because Libra is coming in and saying we can't keep doing this. Libra is the opposite of Aries. We had the full moon in Aries. We have the sun in Libra. And people pleasing is not serving anybody anymore. So I want you to really think about that. Where do you people please? Okay. So a situation just happened, and not for me, but it's a good example of someone who was complaining about somebody else that they were with who was standing up for themselves. And that person was getting mad, but they weren't really mad at the person standing up for themselves. They were mad at the other party who that person was standing up to. They couldn't really see that that was who they were really mad at, so they were actually displacing the blame onto the person that was standing up for themselves. There is a fine line between standing up for yourself to keep your inner peace and giving away your peace just to placate the people who at the end of the day may not be bullies, but they have that kind of energy. That's people pleasing. We want you to stop people pleasing and notice where you do it, because it's not serving you anymore, and it is not serving the collective anymore. If you feel a certain way, share it. There is no reason why everyone has to keep quiet on their feelings, especially about all the terrible things and all the truths that have been showing up in our world at this time. As long as you're peaceful, as long as it gives you your peace, and you want to share it, share it. There's no more people pleasing. It has to stop. That's card number 2. And think about this also. The legacy of the ancestors is also the collective legacy. Okay? We have 30 seconds for me to get card number 3. Card number 3. Well, here's the deal, guys. If you chose card number 3, you're at the beginning. 1, you're standing on your own 2 feet. Clarity. The third eye is open. You're finally seeing, like you are listening to this message and you're saying, yes, 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 I get it. Yes, that's you. You have more clarity. And with that, we have to end this. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.